Enrique has just said that he thinks whoever wins this tie will go on to the final, but he's also said in the last few days as well that PSG have nothing to lose coming here. So how do you see it?
I think after this game is still a long way to go to the final, and we already know which teams we can face, and I know from playing there's first Aston Villa or Club Brugge, and then afterwards is probably going to be Arsenal or Atletico Madrid. So all very good teams. But what I do agree with Luis Enrique, that we are a team, Paris Saint-Germain are a team, and 3 or 4 others that are good enough to reach the final. But because it's only 2 games, luck and bad luck can be decisive as well. It's difficult to say, but both teams are good enough to reach the final. Let's put it that way.
And do you really think that they have nothing to lose, or is that a bit of mind games?
They have a game of football to lose, and we as well. So I do think both they've been in this stage of the tournament for many years now. I think last season they reached the semi-final. We were not even at this stage last season in the Champions League. In the season before, this was the round where we were knocked out. So yeah, these teams normally are going quite far into Europe, and yeah, that's it.
If you are to see it through, what difference do you need to see from the first leg?
I wasn't surprised at all about their performance. They've impressed me a lot. Before we played that game, I watched many games of them because we had a bit more time than normally. And I was really impressed by the intensity they play at, the team cohesion, the rotations in the midfield. They are such a complete team, such a well-managed team. And I think we've experienced this last Wednesday. Some people said we played poor. I don't agree. I think they played tremendously well. I don't think we faced this season a team that combined that much quality with that much intensity. But I do think we can do better. So I'm not saying we played poor or not good at all, but we are a better team than we were last week, and that's something we have to prove tomorrow with the help of our fans. Apologies.
Two questions really. There was some suggestion that PSG were surprised at the level of Liverpool last week in terms of you weren't very good. Do you have any comments on that? And do you think you'll have to play the best game of the season to get through tomorrow?
Nah, I think what you mean is that some of them have said that Arsenal and Bayern Munich were better than us, and that's what I think what I've heard. I think what that has to do with the fact that Paris Saint-Germain improved a lot in these 2 or 3 months, and that they play away at Arsenal and away at Bayern Munich in these 2 games. And I saw both of those games. I just said I watched a lot of games. I saw those 2 as well. And they've improved and they've changed. So at Arsenal away they were much lower, waiting much more, and now they just press all over the pitch and take the risk of 1v1 constantly. So they've improved, they've changed, and it's up to them how they felt. I cannot influence what they felt. I don't even know if it's true or not, but I'm hoping that they have a different opinion after tomorrow night.
And do you think they'll have to give their best performance?
Yeah, I do think so, because this is the most complete team we've faced so far. And what I mean with complete is, okay, we've faced, of course, Arsenal and City, and it's not that there are big margins, but the intensity they play that with, combined with the quality they have, because, let's be honest, we are talking here about probably the richest club, or maybe there's one richer club a bit further ahead, but so they have so much quality, and a great manager, because he lets the team play in a way that it's not easy to play against this team, and he brings the best out of every player, and he brings incredible work rate in the team. So that's why I think we have to be at our best tomorrow. But for example, we didn't have ball possession at all. City away, the other richest club in the world, together with Paris Saint-Germain. And at home, we had a completely different performance against City than we had away.
Gentleman behind Paul.
I just want to just follow up to that. Do you think the players get extra motivation when they hear comments that maybe the opposition doesn't think they're as good as they thought? Or
I don't know. I don't think anyone needs motivation. Not their players, not our players. If you play at Anfield in a knockout stage with two of the better teams in Europe, I think there are 3, 4 or 5 incredible teams in Europe at the moment. And Paris Saint-Germain is one of them, and we are one of them. So I don't think anyone needs any kind of motivation. Not our fans, not our players, not their players, not the staff. We're all looking forward to a game like this, and everyone wants to be at their best if you play the best.
Gentleman behind.
Hi, Arne. Dario Rojo from Caliente TV Mexico. Would you say that this match is the most important of the season for you?
Yeah, because it's the next one.
Why?
Because it's the next one, and the next one is always the most important one.
Okay, thank you.
Julie.
Hey, you obviously, got the title race going on. You've got this game in the second leg, your first knockout one here at Anfield as well in the Champions League. You've got a cup final at the weekend. Is weeks like this, they might bring pressure, but is this why you wanted to be Liverpool manager?
Not particularly because of this week. There are many reasons why I wanted to be the Liverpool manager. First of all, because of the history of this club. Second of all, the quality of the players I work with. And third of all, because you would expect us to be in these kind of moments in a season for Liverpool. So you want to compete for every trophy, and when you join this club, you expect to do so. So yeah, it's a nice part of the season. Doesn't give us extra pressure, because at this club, if you're a player or a manager, you know there's pressure every single day, and that's also what we like. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in this environment.
Mal at the back.
Hi, Arne. Luis Enrique said that his team need the ball in order to execute their game plan, and retaining possession was probably one of the areas Liverpool could improve from the first leg. How much is the ability to regain and retain possession going to factor into your game plan and maybe even team selection for this game tomorrow?
Now, of course, we're hoping that we will have more of the ball than we had last week. But again, if you saw them playing, they are very intense when they don't have the ball, which led to them creating a few chances as well, because they took the ball away from us when we had build-up, and that led to a few chances. But in the 87th minute, when the ball was at Alisson, they moved forward with a lot of players. We played it long, and they were open where we could score our goal. And when I watched the game back, I saw many moments that if a few of our players would have done better, then that could have led to us creating chances. I also know from my experience, because normally my team is doing what Paris Saint-Germain is doing, that every other manager always says, yeah, we could have done better in these transition moments. But the thing is, they did exhaust us a bit more than I wanted, with them constantly pressing us. Yeah, if you then get the ball, sometimes you're a bit too tired to make the perfect execution, and that's why it would be useful for us to have the ball a bit more. And if we have the ball a bit more, hopefully the game opens up also a bit more for us. We know we can do better than last week, but I don't agree with people that said that we had a poor performance, because I do feel that you don't give the right credits to the team that deserves those credits, and that's what Paris Saint-Germain deserved last week. They were incredible last week.
Gentleman at the end there over there. Jack.
Hello, Arne, Sammy van Ziggo Sport. Alles goed. 10 years ago, you were assistant manager at Cambuur Leeuwarden. And 10 years ago, Luis Enrique won the Champions League. It's quite a difference. How do you look at Luis Enrique, and is there anything you taught at Cambuur still something that you use today?
Oh, probably yes. Some exercises we do are still the same than 10 years ago, but in football evolves. So as a manager, you need to evolve as well. I've enjoyed watching the Luis Enrique team of Barcelona, and I'm enjoying watching it if they don't play against us again as well. So actually quite quite similar. So back then he had Xavi and Iniesta. Now he has Vitinha and Joao Neves. Also, not the biggest ones, but so versatile and so quick, and lightning fast players up front, and fullbacks that likes to attack. So maybe the biggest difference between his Barcelona team and this team is that they even rotate more. So they were a bit more fixed in positions back then, and now their midfielders just keep on rotating and keep on running. Makes it even more difficult team to play, maybe.
Are you the same as you during your time at Cambuur?
Sorry?
Are you the same, like as a person, compared to your time at Cambuur?
I hope so. I hope so as a person. I'm a manager. I hope I improved a bit, but I hope I'm still the same person as I was back then. Yeah, and I think it is like this. Yeah.
Carl.
Hi Anna. This is the first time you've had a lead to defend. Do you see it that way? Is it a lead to defend, or what balance is it between defending and still attacking in terms of the approach you have to take?
Yeah, it's also only the second time we are facing 2 games. So is there a difference? No. We try to play every game, try to win. That's also what we tried to do last week. It wasn't our intention to be so low all the time. We wanted to have a different game than we played over there, but sometimes the other team, with the help of their fans or their, we both saw what happened. So tomorrow we want to play a different game, but our intentions are always the same. We're not going to go for a draw, or we just want to win every single game, and we want to have the ball as much as we can. At City away, that wasn't the situation. At Paris Saint-Germain, that wasn't the situation. We do take confidence from our home game against City, where we did have the ball much more, and it was much more of an equal game than it was the away game at City. And of course everybody is writing about 27 shots, and that's also what I saw. But if you put all 27 shots in a row, it's not that all 27 were amazing saves of Alisson. He had 2 or 3 incredible saves, but most of their shots were from outside the 18-yard box.
Last couple, Lewis, then the gentleman in the green jumper.
Hi Arne, you're a very calm man most of the time anyway, and always talking about the next game, but in a week like this you must allow yourself to dream a little bit about, getting to the final of this competition or lifting trophies. Do you?
No, in a week like this you don't dream at all. You just know you have to work really, really, really hard to prepare the team in the best possible way, and that's what I try to do for every single game. But if you had a game like we had last week, you feel like, can I even go to sleep, or do I have to watch even more? So no, I don't dream at all at the moment about this week. We are just very focused on what we need to do tomorrow, and the week started off in terms of a result really well on Saturday, beating Southampton, and now we are looking forward to tomorrow, because I think everyone looks forward to a game of football like this. At Anfield, 2 great teams playing against each other.
And just quickly, is Cody fit to be in the squad tomorrow?
Yeah, he will be in the squad. Yeah, he trained today for the first time. Yeah.
Last one here.
Hi coach, Xavier Monferrand from Radio France. You told us that you'll be impressed by this PSG. Even you scored a goal at the first game. Do you think it's 50-50 tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe I do, yeah. The result was ours, the performance was for them. I think both teams have showed in the last 15, 20, 25 games that they can score goals from everywhere. So yes, we are 1-0 up, but and that gives us confidence, where it will give them confidence the way they've played, their performance. So yeah, maybe 50-50 is a fair way of looking at it. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.